Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me today. I'm Heidi if you're new here. I am a seller on the Poshmark app. I am also a stay-at-home mom, and this is where I kind of share my quirky, kind of awkward videos at times. So welcome and thank you for joining me. I've been asked many times just to kind of run down like my setup for photographs and stuff, so I thought I would take the time to do that today and show you how I do my pictures for Poshmark. So here we go. Actually, like, we are kind of where I take like 90% of my pictures. Actually, no, not that much, probably like 70% of my pictures. It's right behind me. I have this mannequin and I have like a love and hate relationship with mannequins. I don't know why. This one's been hanging out in my closet, or it hung out in my closet for literally like a year. And it's where I hung my hats and my handbags. And then I just got tired with my, hangers, so I decided to pull her back out. And this is my current situation. So I do everything, obviously, that fits in this mannequin on it. So I'll just show you the space. Okay, so we are actually in my dining room. I used to take all my pictures in my office, but I really loved my fiddle. Well, I do love my fiddle, but I wanted to include it in my pictures. And in order for me to do that and for my fiddle to not die, I had to bring it out here in the dining room where it's thriving, as you can see. Oh, she is beautiful. Anyway, so I decided to take my mannequin out here, and this is where I take my pictures. So I'll show you what it looks like with an item so you get a better idea. So this is what my setup is for pictures, and I prefer to take them out here because I have a window, and then behind me I have a large slider that goes out to my deck, so I have a lot of natural light coming in. If you have an area in your house or even outside where you get indirect sunlight, that is the best place to take your pictures. Please don't take your pictures in direct bright sunlight. It will completely wash out your photos. So yeah, this is where I take them. And then when I do take my pictures, I actually use the square mode on my camera. And I like to get it where it's centered like that. And then I just take it. And then what I do is I rotate my mannequin and I take it, I take a picture where it's from the side and then from the back and every angle, and then I take a picture of the tag and the materials tag as well. So this is my setup for when I take pictures of clothing. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Now I'll show you what I do with shoes and pants. This is where I take pictures of my pants. I just hung that up really quick, and please excuse my clothing rack. It is a mess. But yeah, it's just in my clothing rack. It's not, it's not a fancy setup. It's not a fancy backdrop, but it works for me. And when it's, out of the frame like this, when I have different things coming out on the sides, I will crop it and then post it on Poshmark. And I take, like I mentioned, all my pictures on square mode. So this is where I take pictures of skirts and leggings and any bottoms that don't fit my table for my shoes that I will show you next. And this is just a table from Urban Outfitters that I use for my shoes. So when I take pictures of my shoes, I just lay them flat next to each other, and I will usually grab my plant and I'll move them right here so you can get some greenery, because it just goes with the theme and aesthetic of my closet. So that's what I use for my shoes. Nothing fancy, I just happen to have this table and it works really well like that for shoes. Accessories, jewelry, small tops, bralettes, anything small I photograph on this table. So yeah, that is the rundown, very brief rundown of how what I use to list on Poshmark and for my photos. Pretty easy. It's not that, you know, fancy. It used to be much fancier. I used to spend a lot of time trying to find a backdrop that worked for me, and I think I was overthinking it because I thought I had to be like a certain way or a certain style. I was just trying too hard. Now it's just very simple. If it's on the mannequin, it's outside. If it's a pant, it's on the rack. And if it's shoes or anything accessory related or small pieces, it's on a table. Like, very simple, but I do have a running theme through my closet, which is like my plants, because I love them. So I do try to include them in every picture. Whether it's outside, you'll see my fiddle. If it's in here, you'll see my plant, either that one up there or the one on the floor. And if it's a flat lay, it's the plant that I bring down to the floor, so you can kind of see the leaves on the corners of the picture. So that's how I keep my aesthetic consistent throughout all my pictures, regardless of what the layout is. So I hope that was helpful. It is not hard. It does not have to be fancy. It does not have to be expensive. Just play around with what you have. Stick to something that feels, you know, authentic to you and your style, and go with it, and it will be worth it, because it just saves so much time, I promise. So yeah, that's my quick run through. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you are well, and stay tuned because I am posting a lot more videos in the next week. Thanks guys. Bye.